Is that the best you have? I don't want a divorce. I love him.
Well, love can't always compete with the past.
Just because Adam dumped you.
Okay, I did the dumping.
Well, you're clearly bitter about something.
Well, of course. Because given the chance, men will always disappoint you. That's what they do.
Adam would wipe the floor with me in a divorce.
Pennsylvania's an equitable property state.
What does that mean?
Did he actually cheat on you?
I'm not sure.
Well, then, if he did, we got a case here.
And what if he didn't?
Well, you wouldn't be sitting here if he held up his end of the bargain.
The bargain was us. Together. That's the deal. That's what I want.
Well, it might not actually be your choice, and if that's the case, you better file before he does.
How would that help me in court?
Court? And we're talking about your self-respect here. I want you to get out of this with your head held high.
I don't want to get out of this, Liza, at all.
Listen, this dollar might be the best dollar that you ever spent. Now call me when you're ready to fight.
Well, how did I guess this conversation was about my wife?
We had a discussion earlier, and it didn't go well.
Well, I had a discussion earlier with the same wife, and it went worse.
Well, I don't want to overstep, but my guess is that the subject was the same.
You?
Me.
Yeah. Annie's very jealous of you.
Well, we can discuss how crazy that is another time.
I tried to tell her.
Adam, we can't ignore this. It's just going to get worse.
You're not going to leave, are you? I'm so dependent on you. At Temple.
Well, of course, I want to stay. I do. You know, it's been like coming home.
Yeah, you're welcome to stay as long as you want.
Well, it's not like Annie has anything actually to be jealous of, right?
Right. She's, a bit, spirited. She's young.
Is that what they're calling it these days?
Yeah, well, when somebody sees a man with a much younger wife, they always feel they understand.
Oh, poor Adam.
Yeah.
Always a martyr.
Yeah, well, it's not always easy. It's hard sometimes.
I can only imagine.
Well, there are things that you can only find in someone with the same life experience, the same breadth of understanding.
Can I ask you an inappropriate question?
Yes, go ahead.
Are you committed to Annie?
She's my wife.
Then let me help you keep her.
You want to help me with Annie?
Look, it's up to both of you to make it work, but it doesn't, mean that you couldn't use a push, too.
Well, thank you for that, but we're fine.
Look, if I make Annie jealous, no matter how much we tell her that nothing is going on, then I feel like I should help repair the damage. It's the least I can do.
Do you even know why we're together?
Look, I know she can't be all bad. She stepped up to the plate, and she saved JR's life, and that has to count for something.
It's hardly your responsibility.
Let's just say I have a vested interest in peace in the kingdom.
Well, what could you do?
I'm not sure yet, but I'll think of something.
Adam!
That's my cue.
Adam? I thought I heard voices.
Oh, I just turned off the television. I was on my way to bed.
Okay, I'll go with you.
Oh, well, it's going to be a busy day tomorrow. JR's coming home. I do need my rest. I'm sorry we fought earlier.
Me too. I never should have told JR I was his donor. I know that.
Yeah. Well, I'll never forget what you did for him. Or for me. Good night.
Night.
Annie? This isn't exactly what I meant when I said good night.
What you said before, it meant so much to me. I know that I've been jealous and insecure and made you angry, but your gratitude about JR and us, it gives me so much hope. I think that we can conquer anything as long as we do it together. So I wanted to renew my promise to you, the ones we made when I exchanged vows with you. I don't want to just tell you how I feel. I want to show you. I want to make love to you.
You wouldn't want me talking to your young wife about your condition, Adam. She still doesn't know your ticker can't handle a roll in the hay.
Well,
What's wrong?
well, it's been a long day. Remember?
So?
Well, I'm tired. I'm just, it's been a long week.
Oh, okay.
Good night.
Well, can I still stay here? I won't interfere with your sleep.
Oh, straight to sleep. Okay.
Good night.
Good night.
Is there room for me? Yeah, I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see.
Are you still mad? Because I dumped all your liquor?
For my own good, right?
I thought you already went to bed.
Couldn't sleep.
Warm milk?
What are you doing down here?
Oh, I don't know. A little restless, I suppose.
Yeah.
What's wrong?
Oh. Well, I'm really glad you're here. I feel I could tell you anything.
Well, I don't think anything you would say could ever surprise me anymore.
Would you be terribly upset if I kept this one to myself?
Of course not.
Well, there's one thing I can say. I'm very glad you're here.
Something in particular keep you up?
Yes. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw JR. My son's alive, and he's coming home.
Your father is beside himself.
I'm pretty psyched to get out of here, too. Home. My family. I can't wait. And thank you, by the way.
Oh, you're welcome. What did I do?
You supported my dad. You started the website. So if you ever need a favor, just...
Actually,
Oh, you're trying to collect already?
I would love to do an article on you for Tempo about your illness, your recovery, how the bone marrow donation saved your life.
Seriously?
Oh, it's such a remarkable story. It brings awareness and hopefully inspires people to donate.
You are an inspiration.
And, I understand if there's any reluctance because of your feelings toward Annie, but I think it's a story worth telling, and I would be so honored to be the one to tell it.
If it means building up the National Donor Registry or Giving someone with cancer strength to hold on, hell yeah. I say we do it.
Fantastic. Now, you do know that Annie will be heavily featured.
As she should. I know how I felt about her personally, but Annie did save my life.
So it looks like you've rounded a corner.
I didn't really have much of a choice. When you come that close to dying, you kind of reprioritize your life.
All right, listen, I need to get going. I need to round up a photographer for your homecoming. So I'll see you all back at the mansion.
Okay.
See you.
All right, bye-bye.
She's gone. Now you can tell me what you're really up to?
Did you and Brooke have a nice chat last night?
Excuse me?
I woke up and you weren't here, so I went looking for you. Whatever the two of you were talking about, it looked intense.
Well, are you surprised? Well, my son just defied what should have been a death sentence.
That's right, because I stepped up.
Annie, don't make this about yourself.
Why not? I am the reason the chair is coming home today. And I'm not asking for a ticker tape parade or anything, but a little gratitude might be nice. I went through a very dangerous procedure for this family, and it would be nice if I got a little gratitude.
Is that the reason you did it? To save my son's life, or to get something for yourself?
Let's just say, if JR finds himself in need of more bone marrow anytime soon, I just might have to tell him I'm all tapped out. That's it? You're just not going to speak to me?
I'm currently at a loss for words.
Okay, then I'll do the talking. Don't you understand? I'm just scared.
Of what?
Of not being everything that you need. I want you to want me, Adam, and I'm not just talking about sex. I want to be the person that you seek out at night if you can't sleep. Not Brooke. Do you know how that made me feel to wake up in this bed alone? Only to find you with another woman?
No, I wasn't with Brooke.
Well, you sure as hell weren't with me.
All right, this is all about JR. About this family coming together again. And I'm not going to let you or anyone else rip it apart. Not today.
We need to talk. Well, that's exactly what I was going to say. Shall we? I have some exciting news.
Oh.
Tempo is going to do an article on JR about his struggle with lymphoma and how a bone marrow transplant saved his life.
Bone marrow donated by me.
Yes, well, I got JR's okay, so I just need yours.
Mine?
Well, JR wouldn't be alive if it weren't for you, Annie. You know, you are a huge piece of this article.
Really?
Yes. And with your permission, I would like to put you on the cover.
Of the magazine?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, Adam, did you hear that?
I did, yes. And thank you for all the gifts you've given our family and are continuing to give. I'm not sure I know how I'm going to repay you.
So there was something you wanted to talk to me about?
No, nothing. It's really nothing. I can't wait.
Are you sure?
Yes, your news is much more interesting.
Are you sure you don't want to thank Brooke for this opportunity?
Oh, that's totally unnecessary, really.
Well,
Thank you, Brooke. It's very kind.
Annie, I'm just writing the story. You're the one that made it happen. Anyway, I need to call the photographer, make sure he's close. We don't want to miss JR walking through the door, now do we?
well, it's a wonderful thing Brooke's doing, isn't it? If only everyone could be that thoughtful and selfless, This house would be a much kinder place if it was.
Okay, everybody, they're coming. Hey.
Oh, I am so glad you are home. And you won't believe what I just found out.
Welcome home. Welcome home, son. Oh, thanks. All of you, every one of you. I can't tell you how it warms my heart to see you.
Yeah, well, it's good to be home, too. Yeah. What? No hug from the woman who saved my life?
You were ready to strangle me when you found out I was your donor. So why the change? Why should I believe any of this?
You and I have had a tough history, full of distrust and anger. And those are the kinds of things that just don't disappear overnight. But here I am alive. And I'm looking at the reason why.
Yeah, I am proud of you, son. That's one hell of a way to say that.
I hate to interrupt this moment, but it's so raw. I'd love to document it. Are you up for a brief video interview?
Me?
Well, you and Annie and your father. I can hook us up to the Temple website, and I'm telling you, it would be a fantastic video promotion for the cover story. And we can start streaming live as soon as you're ready.
Live? You want me to get on camera and just pretend everything's peachy?
No, I want you to be honest. It's a complicated story. I mean, that's what makes it so intriguing to our Temple audience.
If you'll excuse me, I just need a minute, okay?
Man, am I glad to see you home.
Come here, buddy. It's good to be back. Good to be back.
Duke, I hate to break this up, but could I have a word with you for just a second?
Yeah, sure. See you.
It kills me to watch you suck up to her like that.
Trust me. Just go along with how I'm playing this.
But that is what I've been trying to tell you. Maybe you don't have to play it at all.
Why?
Annie called Liza before. I overheard her leave.
Are you sure you're up for this whole video interview thing right now?
Absolutely.
Wait over here. I think it's a great idea. I don't know what to say about JR's new take on Annie. Finding it a little hard to believe.
Well, facing death can certainly change your perspective. Take my word for it. And if his animosity toward her is beginning to thaw, then we don't need to question it yet.
Yet. Yeah. You all right? You and Annie, I mean? I thought I heard Ray's voices earlier.
You're asking how are things between us?
Yeah.
When I know, I'll let you know.
Wow. Okay, listen, before you go, we need to talk a little business, okay? The shareholder lawsuit over the Henderson buyout will be served.
Just could we use one night to talk about nothing but the family? Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
If you're trying to push this live interview idea, I haven't decided yet.
I just wanted to let you know that there is nothing up my sleeve here. This is partially a peace offering. I just want to prove to you that you don't have anything to fear on the ex-wife front.
No?
And you will look good, I promise. You know, it may even help to bring this family closer together. Will you do it?
Come on. What do you say? You can talk about anything that you like.
Fine. I will do it, but I swear the first sign of a trick, I am out of there. I just need to call a friend first to see you. Where did I put my phone?
And what about you, Adam? What were your feelings when you were going through this ordeal?
We sometimes take our closest relationships for granted. And then someone says, your son is dying. And that changes everything. I mean, everything. You ever kept going, thinking your son would clear things up for you? But if he dies, you die too.
And what about you, Annie? I mean, obviously you don't have the history with JR that Adam does, but you must have had strong feelings to have done what you did.
Yes. Strong feelings.
Do you mind if I say something? There's something that the audience may not know about my father's wife. Our family has viewed her as suspicious ever since she married my father, and rightfully so. My father is an older, rich man, and she's young and she's beautiful.
I knew it. You convinced me to do this so you could character assassinate me in front of the entire world.
Please, just let me finish. Listen, this is what I'm talking about. The anger in this house. But if you can find a way to put that hostility aside and try to do something good. I treated Annie like hell. She could have let me die, but she didn't. She stepped up. She did the right thing. Miracles are out there as long as we can allow ourselves as humans to make them happen. And I, for one, will never forget what you did for me.
I think this is a good place to close. And if you want to know about the story in more detail, it's in our next issue.
Thank you, son. I was very moved by your words.
Yeah. So was I.
Not as moved as I was by your actions.
Hey, Brooke, come take a look at this. It's Temple's message board. Viewer comments.
Annie, the whole world thinks you're a hero.
All these people are logging in to talk about me?
Uh-huh.
Every one of them. I guess the story must have resonated with people.
Now might be a good time to go upstairs and lie down for a little while.
Oh, no, I'll be okay. It's just for a little bit longer.
Can I talk to you for a minute?
Sure.
We need to talk.
The cameras are off now, Adam. We can stop pretending like everything's all right.
I watched some of the emotion that my son expressed for you. I'm so sorry we had a fight. We both said things that shouldn't have been said.
Do you mean that?
I will never forget what you've done for JR. And I'll never forget what you've done for me.
Look at them. This can't be what you wanted.
You're just gonna have to be a little more patient.
Oh, forget patience, because I have something much better going on.
Yeah, like what?
A little bombshell that's gonna blow everything wide open.
Colby, what have you done? All right, what's going on?
Look, this isn't the best place to do this. We'll do
I'm sorry to interrupt. Can I borrow JR just for a couple of minutes? I just need to go over a couple of things for the article.
Would it be okay if we did it later?
No. We'll talk later.
Oh. All right.
Yeah.
You sure?
And I feel spirited by all of the events this evening, the homecoming, what else? The webcast. Beautiful. And I've also been told that there is a wine shop not far from here that has the most spectacular Burgundy known to mankind. And I'm going to go get a few bottles.
Dad, no, don't go.
Well, I'll be right back. Honey, I won't be
No,
gone.
but Dad,
JR, he's not able to drink. I mean, think how rude that is.
Yes, I get your point.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Of course. You were trying really hard to keep Adam from leaving. What are you up to? Give it up, Colby. Something's going on, and I want to know what it is. You have a very overactive imagination. I'll give you that. Even if JR is coming around to my side, I know you'll never accept me in this house. You think? So why don't you have some guts and own up to whatever it is you're planning?
I get it.
What? What have you done?
Too late, Annie. You're gone.
Adam Chandler?
Yes?
Sir, you've been served.
Well, who wants to drag me into court now?
Yes, sir. Sign here.
I don't know what you're trying to pull, but it won't work. Your father loves me.
Well, he'll never forgive you for filing for divorce.
No, don't!
What in the devil got into you?
That envelope was crawling with germs. The guy sneezed on it. Do you want JR catching that guy's cold? Oh, phew. Sweetie, will you go ask Lucretia for some cleaning supplies, sponges, sprays, whatever she has? Good boy. God, JR, you really shouldn't be down here until we can get the whole place sterilized.
There's no need to tent the place. It was just a sneeze.
But Annie's right. I mean, we can't take any chances. Besides, you could use some rest.
I feel fine.
Yeah, and I want you to stay that way.
Should I try and catch the process server and find out who it was from?
I think it's probably just the shareholders' lawsuit. Barry said the paperwork would be coming over here today.
Do you want me to call him? Maybe he can send over another cop.
Oh, no, business can wait. I don't want anything to interfere with JR's homecoming.
Yes, that is so true. Thank you so much. I will have this place disinfected in no time.
You can scrub this house top to bottom, but it won't get rid of the dirt I have on you. And how do you think my dad's gonna feel when he finds out you were serving him with divorce papers? He'll kick you to the curb so fast, your head will spin.
I never asked Liza to serve those papers.
Sure you did. My mom was just, doing her job.
You little bitch. You set me up.
Well, someone had to save this family. And I think my dad needs to hear what you really burned in the fireplace.
Okay, go. Go tell Adam. It'll be your word against mine. And who do you think he'll believe? His loving wife or his troubled daughter who's already been caught pulling stunts trying to get rid of me? Oh, and then there's Liza. But Liza can't really stick to your story, can she? Because I'm protected by client attorney privilege. Liza says one damn thing, she'll be disbarred. So, looks like you're stuck with me.
For now.
No, forever. And you better get used to it. I am going to be your evil, wicked stepmother from hell until the day I die. All clean. Every inch of that foyer has been doused in disinfectant.
But you didn't have to scrub the house yourself. We have a staff.
Well, Sylvie already left for the day, and Lucretia has her hands full preparing for JR's welcome home dinner. And I just do not want to take any chances with JR's health. No
Well,
way.
it was very considerate of you.
Well, my bone marrow saved JR. It gave him a second shot at life, and I want him to be able to enjoy that life. So, as long as JR is in this house, there's no chance he's getting sick.
Annie, thank
No
you,
way.
Annie. Thank you. JR home, healthy. Well, it means everything.
Oh, I'm just so thankful that I can help. And thanks to Brooke, I can help. I can help even more. Tempo's cover story is really going to encourage people to go out there and get tested, see if they're a match.
And that's the idea.
And then the whole world will know what an incredible woman I married.
I'm going to go see how dinner's coming along.
Something on your mind, Colby?
No, I was just thinking that I should find JR and tell him it's safe to come down.
Yeah. That article has already helped. More than you know. Before you named Annie as your cover, she and I had a terrible fight.
If it had anything to do with my staying here, Adam, I am more than happy to go to a hotel.
Oh, no, I won't hear of it.
I don't... You shouldn't have any more stress, all right? Certainly not because of me. I'm sorry.
You don't have anything to apologize for. Not only have you helped Tempo, but you are healing my family.
Great, thanks. Annie's website, just in the last hour, got over 2,000 hits. We are going to have no problem selling this issue with her face on the cover.
For the life of me, I can't discern what I did to deserve all this kindness. Back when we were married, the pain I caused, and we decided to have a child together, and I went about it in the most despicable way I possibly could. Lying, cheating.
Adam, something good came out of it. You had JR. And in spite of all of his troubles, he's become a wonderful man. In part because his father never gave up on him.
It's rare to see so many people that I love in the same place at the same time. I feel I want to say something. First and foremost, to JR. Welcome home, son.
Welcome home.
It's good to see you back where you belong.
It's good to be back here.
I wasn't sure I would be around to see this, but once again, JR proved me wrong. He assembled all of his strength and just went on fighting.
Well, what do you expect? You've already proven the Chandlers are too stubborn to die. The truth is, I couldn't have done it without you. The love and the support of this family is what brought me back.
And a newer addition, Larissa. JR, you're lucky to have such a lovely wife.
Oh, no, I'm the lucky one. I'm loved by two of the most amazing men on the planet.
That's right, to AJ.
To AJ.
The future of this family right there. Yes. And Colby, of course. That stubborn streak that you heard JR talking about it? You have it in spades, young lady.
You say it like it's a bad thing.
No, it'll help you all of your life if you let it. Don't ever let anyone tell you different.
I won't.
Cheers. And Scott, keeping Chandler afloat, giving JR a chance to put himself together, get rid of his cancer. I'm proud of you. And I can tell you for sure, your father would be proud of you too. I hope so. Think to that. And, of course, to my lovely wife, who has given JR a very generous gift, and who is showing her beauty as something far greater than people realize.
Yes, to Annie. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for you. I don't know how I'll ever find the way to repay you. But I promise you, I will.
And last, but certainly not least, Brooke, who came here to save Tempo, and somewhere along the way ended up pulling this family closer together than it has been for a long, long, long time. Brooke.
Thank you so much again for letting me come in before you open.
Anything for my favorite customer, the Erica Kane Early Bird Special.
Oh, thank you so much. This really has become my favorite way to start the day.
Well, hello, stranger.
Hello, are you open? Brooke. Well, my goodness, what a wonderful surprise. Well, Brooke, I had heard you were back in Pine Valley. It's amazing we haven't run into each other.
Well, it's been hectic.
So, is it true you're back at Tempo?
Your latte, just the way you like it.
You remembered after all this time?
Thank you. Well, I guess that means you're going to stay in Pine Valley.
This is delicious as I remembered it, you know? So how are things in Fusion?
Well, as you say, hectic.
Kendall is very fortunate to have you looking after her best interests.
Yes, somebody has to. Which is why Greenlee and I are working together to bring the company back.
Oh.
What?
Oh, well, what does Greenlee think of your input?
You know, Brooke, just because you spent your life competing with me doesn't mean that every other woman turns everything into a competition.
So then you and Greenlee are getting along.
How's your love life?
I'm not even on my second cup of coffee.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize it was such a touchy
No,
subject.
I'm very happy, Erica.
Well, of course you are. You're at Adam's. He must have been surprised when you showed up on his doorstep.
Well, he invited me.
Of course he did. Brooke, have you noticed how Annie runs around the house with almost nothing on?
I hadn't noticed, no.
Well, maybe you should. I mean, if you think you have a chance with Adam.
Oh, thank you, Bobby. Always a pleasure.
Ah, you're welcome.
Brooke, I hope you're not upset.
Why would I be upset?
Well, I shouldn't have jumped to any conclusions about you and Adam. I mean, my goodness, he lost Stuart, he almost lost JR, so of course you're just being a good friend. How long do you plan to stay at the mansion?
As long as Adam needs me.
Well, with that gold digger in the house, believe me, he needs all the protection he can get. Did you know that woman actually stabbed me?
Really?
You know, it wouldn't be terrible if while you were there, you talked some reason into Adam, make him see that he'd be much better off with somebody else. I mean, without her, anyway. He needs somebody older and wiser.
I'm not on the market.
Well, I mean, you must be lonely from time to time, and I know that it can be sometimes a little difficult for certain women to meet a good man.
And what about you? All this time, you haven't mentioned the man in your life.
Oh, my goodness, I've been so busy.
Don't tell me that there isn't one.
Brooke English. I heard you were back in town. Come here, you.
How are you?
I call you, but I've been so crazy busy.
Oh, that's been going around.
Yeah, so I hear you're back at the helm at Tempo, huh? I'm going to have to renew my subscription, I guess.
Yeah, so, is this one of your favorite places in the morning, too?
No, actually, it's not. I saw the lights on, thought I'd come in and get a latte.
Would you like to join me?
I would. Thanks. Brooke.
I'm on my way.
Mm-hmm.
Praying.
What's wrong?
Oh, nothing's wrong. I just couldn't sleep. In quite a day.
Oh, yes. Yes, JR's home. He's reaching out for you. Yes, that's, what more could I wish for? This family's finally in a good place.
We are in a good place, right?
Yeah.
Tell me things will only get better from here.
Yes, yes.
Tell me you love me.
I love you. I love you.
That's good to have Brooke back again, huh?
Just like old times.
Yeah, if anybody can put Tempo back up on its feet, I guess
Oh,
it's
Brooke
her.
will be the first to tell us. I know she will. I mean, the poor thing, the only thing she has is work.
Everyone needs love.
Stop it, Jack.
What?
Stop right there.
What?
I don't want you to start again. Because I am not afraid of anything. I am certainly not afraid of us. Inevitable. Well, next you're going to be saying it's destiny or fate. Jack,
It is much too early for such deep words.
But never too late. And you know I'm right.
You're being dramatic. And I have got to get to the office.
Why? Workday doesn't start for hours.
I have a lot of work to do before my staff comes in. But you should stay. Scones are great.
See ya.
Well, you're up early. Or is it late?
Oh, actually, I couldn't sleep very well last night, so I just took a drive.
Yeah, I guess we're all a little wired from yesterday. Yeah. I'm going to take AJ's lead and go back to bed.
Okay. I'll see you up there.
Okay. Bye.
Thanks again for yesterday, the interview, and your support.
Well, you mean a lot to me, JR. I mean, so does this whole family. Anyway, I think I'm going to take Marissa's lead and go upstairs a little bit. I'll see you in a couple hours.
Brooke, I saw you and my father last night.
Leave it alone.
One day.
Hey.
Well, I guess this must be one of those kismet moments that you were talking about.
Erica. Twice in one day.
Yes, that's what I just said.
Oh.
So glad you were free for lunch.
Well, thank you for inviting me. Are you joining us for lunch?
Hey, that's a great idea. Why don't you do that?
No, thank you so much, but I am actually going to be eating at my desk. I think it's very important that my staff see that I'm working just as hard as they are to make Fusion a success. My goodness, tempo must really be bouncing back if you can find time to have lunch.
Oh, well, I thought I would just carbo load for the layout meeting this afternoon.
Well, Jack and I were just talking about coincidences, and then here you are.
Well, that's not really much of a coincidence since I invited her.
No, what I meant was I was planning to call you, and I just was hoping that I could speak to you. Is there any chance that you could stop up at my office after you finish lunch?
Oh, well, I'll make the time.
Well, thank you. Okay, then. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Well, is that more than a friendly smile?
Oh, well, you know, Erica and I have quite a history.
And it's not over yet?
Who the hell knows? Maybe we'll go at this again, maybe not. What's keeping you under the Chandler?
Oh, please, don't you start on me. I am not there to break up Adam's marriage.
Brooke, I wasn't insinuating in any way that you were going after Adam.
I'm sorry. Really, I'm sorry. I overreacted, and it's just that everybody seems to be thinking about me this way lately.
You mean Erica?
Well, you know, in her not-so-subtle way. But Annie came, said straight out to me that I was trying to seduce Adam, and even JR had something to say to me.
Well, you'd only be doing Adam a favor. That's my unsolicited observation.
Well, I don't know why it is that after 5 minutes with anyone in this town, people jump to the worst possible conclusions.
Gee, I wonder. You know, you could stop the gossip by moving out of the mansion.
I could, but I feel like I should be there. I mean, even though Adam is happy that JR and his family have moved back home, but I think it's so hectic and there's so much going on, I feel like I need to be there to keep an even keel on things.
Well, if anybody can do it, Brookins, it'd be you. Say, you're not available to referee Greeley and Eric, are you?
No, you're on your own.
So, I was looking for a change in my life. I was looking for a new perspective, and I thought that Paris would be the answer.
And?
And I was wrong. Brooke, I was bored.
I think you're the only person who would go to the City of Light and be bored.
Yeah, I know. I mean, don't get me wrong. It was beautiful, and I got a chance to see, Bianca and Reese and the girls once in a while. That was nice. But there was just something missing.
Erica?
I could travel the world 100 times over and never meet anyone like her.
Well, that's completely true.
Yeah. You said you were going to say a prayer for me. I hope you meant it, because when it comes to Erica, I need all the help I can get. But I'm being selfish. Seems to me you could probably use a prayer or two being stuck in the Chandler hornet's nest.
It wouldn't hurt.
Hey, is it really so bad you feel you have to stay?
It's, Adam. It's his heart.
Oh, really? Is that bad?
You can't say anything to a soul, all right?
Say a word to anybody, I promise.
I'm just, I'm worried. I know that he has JR and Colby and Scott, and Annie. But JR needs to focus on his health, and, Colby's in and out, with her friends and school, and Annie
is Annie.
I'm afraid if I move out that something could happen to Adam and no one would even know. Knock, knock.
Oh, Brooke, come in. I'm just finishing up.
Okie dokie. Oh, this is really great.
Well, thank you. That's exactly why I asked you to come up here.
I know. A makeover?
No, although that wouldn't be such a terrible idea. No, actually, I would like to ask you a favor, Brooke. I'd like Tempo to do an article on Amanda Dillon, the face of Fusion's new glamour line.
Well, Tempo is primarily hard news content. But I think I could find a place for an article on Amanda and your new line.
Well, thank you.
Mm-hmm. So I will have my people call your people, and we'll get it set up.
Brooke, how was lunch?
It was great to see Jack, It was so lovely, so much to catch up on.
Yes, I'm so glad that he moved back to Pine Valley. It certainly wasn't the same without him.
No, I agree. So now that he's back, what exactly are your feelings for him?
So much to do. Jack and I are friends. We're just very good friends. Best way to enjoy a divorce, don't you think?
If that's all it is.
We're just close. Like you and Adam.
Jack is such a great guy. I would hate to see his heart mowed down again.
I'm not going to hurt him.
Well, sometimes you just can't help yourself. If you care about him at all, do him a favor.
And what, leave him alone? Brooke, it's very dear of you to be so concerned. And I'm sure if either one of us ever needs your advice, we'll ask.
Okay.
It's understandable that you have nerves, but it'll be fine, I promise you. Brooke, you're just in time.
Oh, for what?
Thanks to your article, Annie and I have been invited to testify in front of a congressional subcommittee. It's part of an appeal to raise funds and awareness for the National Bone Marrow Donor Registry.
That is great. What does Adam think?
Oh, he hasn't come down yet.
Well, it's past noon.
He was tired, and I let him sleep.
You didn't check on him?
He was sleeping.
What? Excuse me? Where do you think you're going? I'm going to check on Adam. Like hell you are. I'll check on Adam.
When it suits you and when it fits into your schedule?
I know what my husband needs. I am his wife.
Well, then start acting like it.